got about 2,100 miles, about 34 hours of driving. We still got a long way to go. This trip has been amazing. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today we are leaving Las Vegas after a 3-day rest. It was nice to be able to sit back, relax by the pool. It was a hot one. Every day it reached well over 100 degrees, but that's what you get when you come to Las Vegas in July. Right now we are heading our way to Zion National Park. I hope you enjoyed the intro to this video. I actually had the opportunity to come back out here in November, so I filmed all of the first season of Budget Backroads. We're going to visit some of the places that we visited this summer in this video and in part 1, and we're going to go to some places that we didn't and actually do some really cool stuff. It's going to be set a lot more epic than this. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to check that one out. There directly ahead are the peaks of Zion National Park. Once you start to make your approach towards the park, they will start to become very prevalent very early, and they are very outstanding compared to the rest of the landscape, so you'll know once you're there. Zion National Park is a majestic sanctuary defined by its massive Navajo sandstone cliffs, deep canyons, and winding Virgin River, which creates a very unique ecosystem within the park. The scale and vibrant colors of the rock formations, shifting from cream to pink to red, make it a breathtaking and unforgettable sight that's easily appreciated from the comfort of a car if you're just going for the scenic drive. Simply winding through the canyon floor and along the dramatic highways gives us a profound sense of the park's geological grandeur. And as you can see just from the dash footage alone, that just the drive going to Zion National Park is beautiful within itself. So if you watched part 1 and now getting into part 2, you'll probably notice it's a lot of dash footage. This road trip that we took was very much a let's see as much as we possibly can. and then see what we want to experience at later trips, which we do have a list. We have a small list of things that we did this past November, and we have a large list of things that we want to do next summer on another epic road trip that you don't want to miss. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single moment. And the closer we get to Zion, those massive peaks of those sandstone cliffs start to become larger and larger on the horizon, and it's quite impressive just how large they get. Here, as we make our way into the actual park, you really get surrounded and encompassed by the canyon itself. It's quite amazing. Now, Zion is actually known for being one of the more spectacular parks to experience by car, especially since Route 9 goes through it. This section of road offers non-stop panoramic views, including a switchback section that you'll see here later in the video. I will admit the switchback section was my favorite just because of the alternating views of the valley floor from where you enter in. It's just breathtaking. It's one of the best drives ever. And it makes me excited because I really want to do the Schaefer Trail, and this was probably the closest thing that we got to experience that's anywhere near that, and this isn't even close. One of the main highlights of your drive is the Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel. It's a mile-long engineering marvel blasted through solid rock. Emerging from its dark interior, you're greeted by stunning vistas of the eastern side, passing through unique formations like the checkerboard mesa, named for the grid-like pattern etched into its face. Even though we didn't have the time for hiking, it did not mean that we had to miss out on some of the diverse wildlife here in Zion National Park. We actually ran into a pretty large herd of desert bighorn sheep crossing the road that we had to stop for, but unfortunately I wasn't rolling any of the footage at that time because we were actually exiting the park. We also got to see a lot of California condors, which actually use the high cliffs for nesting sites, which makes Zion a true conservation success story.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me.
One of my budget backroads bucket list items, try saying that 5 times fast, is actually Angel's Landing. We cannot talk about Zion without talking about Angel's Landing. Rising nearly 1,500 feet, its final half mile is a perilous climb along a narrow rock spine and is a symbol of Zion's rugged, untamed beauty that you can admire almost with a 360-degree panoramic view from Angel's Landing. So here we are exiting Zion National Park, saying goodbye to it. We will come to it again. And now we are on our way to one of the most essential roads that you have to drive if you're ever going on an epic road trip. We're heading to Utah Scenic Route State Road 12. Now, admittedly, the drive between Zion National Park and Utah Scenic Route 12 is rather boring, but it's one of those roads that you have to take. If you plan a Utah road trip and you don't add Scenic Route 12 as one of the highways that you're going to be taking, I don't think you're doing it right. And after about a 90-minute drive from Zion to the town of Pankwitch, we're going to turn right onto Utah Scenic Route 12, the all-American road. Just minutes after turning onto State Route 12, you're greeted by the Red Canyon Recreational Area. This area is a collection of hoodoos, bright red sandstone hoodoos, and it resembles Bryce quite a bit. It's not as crowded in this area and the hikes are a little bit easier. So if you want a little less crowd and not as much hiking, this is a really cool place to check out, even though Bryce gets all of the attention. One of the really cool things about this part of Scenic Route 12 is the fact that the road is literally carved straight through some of these red rocks. The scenery between Red Canyon Recreational Area and Escalante is absolutely unbelievable. I highly recommend that you do this road completely in the daylight. We're going to run out of daylight in this particular trip, but we are able to get to the things that we wanted to just before the sun goes down. So it was a great success. Along your journey on Scenic Route 12, you'll be accompanied almost the entire way by the Dixie National Forest. This is Utah's largest national forest at almost 2 million acres, and it straddles the divide between the Great Basin and the Colorado River. The Scenic Byway 12 passes through it, showcasing its diversity, its landscape of the Red Rock Canyons, like Red Canyon, to the high elevation alpine forests and plateaus like Boulder Mountain. Here we are pulling into Escalante, Utah. If you've never been to Escalante, it is a really charming town. There's not a whole lot of things to do there, but one thing I highly recommend is Escalante Outfitters. It is a backpacking, kind of a resupply store, but they also have a small restaurant. They have cabins that you can rent, and they have a campground. It is a really cool place to check out. We just stopped for a quick bite to eat really good pizza. We're going to feature Escalante Outfitters in a future episode of Season 1 of Budget Backroads that airs this January, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see all of that. Now we're heading our way to Hole in the Rock Road. We're headed to the Devil's Garden, outstanding natural area.
your time. Don't need to give me more signs. I'm on my last one, drinking it down. Here I go now.
Hole in the Rock Road, or BLM 200 as it is known as its actual number and title, allegedly goes all the way to Lake Powell from Escalante. So if you wanted to make it a whole day trip, you could. But we are headed to the Devil's Garden, which is a really cool place to go. And honestly, it's a hidden gem. Not a lot of people know about it. It's about 12 miles off of the main road. And it is one of the most spectacular sights that you can see. So here we are in the Devil's Garden. This is just outside of Escalante, Utah. It takes about 30 minutes to get back here once you get on BLM 200, which is the dirt road. Well-maintained dirt road to get back here. It's not too bad. It's not Monument Valley. Monument Valley was a nightmare, but it was fun. So yeah, this is a really, really cool place. It's out in the middle of nowhere there, so you know, keep your eye out for snakes. You'll see a lot of snake holes, but I haven't seen any wildlife out here. But it's very off the beaten path, and we have this whole place to ourselves. There's no one else here. It's awesome.
Ready?
What are you doing, buddy?
Playing hide and seek, but we have to be near each other.
Oh, okay. Well, just be careful, okay? These are big drops.
No running.
Oh, no.
No running.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I saw it. And there's poop in here.
And there's poop in there. That could be mountain lion poop.
At least we got shade.
There's an arch back here somewhere.
Where?
Somewhere. Daddy's looking for it. I think I know where it's at. I think it's over in that cluster.
Here. Where's
And after mentioning I found mountain lion poop, of course, Mason does too.
Now I think I discovered more mountain wire poop. Mountain lion poop over there.
Maybe.
Discovered more.
Look at this, buddy. Look at that. This is the Metate Arch, and it is probably the most recognized formation here in the Devil's Garden. This place is a lot like a maze, and the kids had a great time playing hide and seek, going through all the little corridors and hiding under some of the bushes and in some of the rock formations. They had a blast. If I can.
There's more. There's even more blood from something.
Yeah, something got snagged. One thing that is hard to convey in video like this is scale, and these are actually pretty large. You want to be careful. If you were to fall, you wouldn't die, but it wouldn't feel good. This side's a little bit more walkable, at least it is for now. There we go. Mexican hat of Escalante.
Give me a hat. They got to see something in the tree that has a blue shirt. Found you. Now it's your turn, right?
Kiddos found like a den.
Another den?
Yeah. A lot of animals will probably use these as cooling spots when it's real hot.
Now come here. Why don't we show you something to get somewhere?
One of the coolest things to do when you're out here is just to stop for a moment and just admire how quiet it is. Every step that you take on the rocks and the dust, the sand, makes a loud, deafening crunch sound. There's a second arch. It's the Metate arch, which is one that I just showed you. Then there's also this one. It's not really an arch, it's more of a natural bridge. It's really cool. A lot of really cool stuff back here, and it's so quiet and peaceful. You gotta have, you know, like a crossover or an SUV to get back here, or a pickup truck. And you could do it in a Toyota Camry or a minivan if you wanted to, but you want to take it slow. So cool back here. The most common wildlife that you'll see out here are little lizards. We've seen tons of these things out here. This one, though, was really large, but it was also really elusive. I never did see him again. He gone. The wife took the puppy off my hands, so I'm going to venture my way back towards the back of the Devil's Garden to check it out, kind of by myself. Another thing, these little elusive jackrabbits, there's one right there. Didn't even see him. I didn't even see that jackrabbit until I had edited this clip about for the third time. And then I saw it and I was like, oh, I better slow that down. Towards the back of the Devil's Garden, you have almost this slick rock slab that overlooks some larger hoodoos and a small trail that goes even further back. But we don't have that kind of time. We are actually running out of daylight. And it looks like I have a stalker. This little guy followed us pretty much back to our car. Out of all the places that we've visited so far in this trip, this is by far my favorite.
Keep controlling me, keep controlling me, keep controlling me. Baby, I feel like your body, you're so to me. Keep controlling me, keep controlling me. Why, yo, yo, yo. Keep control, 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 control. Keep controlling me, keep controlling me, keep controlling me. Baby, I feel like your body, you're so to me. Keep controlling me, keep controlling me. Why, yo, yo, yo. Can you feel my heart tempo? Oh, you coming in so close, so that I never let you go. Keep on low, like a river to the ocean tide. Why, yo, yo, yo. Baby, I feel like your body is all to me. Keep controlling me, keep controlling me. Why, yo, yo, yo.
As much as I would love to stay and play in the rocks at the Devil's Garden, we have a date with the hogback, and as late as we're leaving, as you can see where the sun is, I fear we're not going to make it. We're about 40 minutes away from the hogback from the Devil's Garden, especially having to take this rough road here. After about 22 minutes or so, we emerge back onto Scenic Route 12, and we have to haul balls just to get to the hogback before the sun goes down. So buckle up, because it's one scenic route.
These feelings never end. I want you to the end. Your beauty never fades away in my head. So take my hand, oh, be my commando. Lead and I follow anywhere you go. So take my hand, oh, be my commando. Lead and I follow anywhere you go. Take me away, my love.
Out of the entirety of Route 12, this section of road is my absolute favorite. The 5-mile stretch leading up to the hogback is part of a road that climbs up from the Escalante River Canyon area. This segment involves a winding ascent through slick rock country, building anticipation to the dramatic ridge drive ahead of the hogback.
Be my commando, lead and I follow anywhere you go. So take my hand, oh, be my commando, lead and I follow anywhere you go.
Up here on the left is the trailhead for Lower Calf Creek Falls, which is one of my bucket list items, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you get notified every single time we drop a new video. The hogback is a famous stretch of Utah Scenic Route 12 that's located between the towns of Escalante and Boulder in the south central part of the state. It gets its name because the road runs directly along the narrow ridge of dramatic sandstone cliffs likened to the spine of a hog. The hogback itself is only about a 4-mile piece of paved highway that features extremely steep drop-offs on both sides, with the ridge sometimes being just as wide as the 2-lane road itself, often without guardrails. Once you reach the main section of the hogback, you are rewarded with the most vast and panoramic views of the American Southwest. It truly is such an amazing sight to see, and I'm actually really glad that we got here right before the sunset. This is beautiful. I didn't think we were going to make it, but we have finally made it to the hogback. The hogback is a section of road on Utah 12, the Scenic Byway. There's 500-foot drops on both sides. So the other side's just like this, and it's gorgeous. I wish we got here a little earlier today, but it's the best we could do. Beautiful. Enough. It just doesn't do it any justice on camera. It looks so small on camera, but it's so big. Giggity. Say goodbye to the hogback. We are making our way to Torrey, Utah, so we can rest our heads for the evening. Tomorrow we have a big day. We're going to be heading back towards Moab. Good morning from Torrey, Utah. It is a beautiful 70-degree morning up here at the higher elevation, and we are headed our way back to Moab. But first, we're going to drive through Capitol Reef.
It's when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love you. Command me to beware.
Today is a Sunday morning, so I figured this song would be highly appropriate for that, right? So, Utah State Route 24 is actually what runs through Capitol Reef, and it offers you some really good views without actually having to enter the park.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife.
The road winds through a little bit of a canyon with all these trees and makes it for a very exhilarating ride.
Take me to church.
Along this road in Capitol Reef, there's tons of places to stop, pull off. There are some petroglyphs off the side of the road. We're just driving through because we're actually heading our way to Dead Horse Point, where our main attraction for the day is in Moab. But this is one of the most beautiful roads to drive. I thought it was even more scenic than Scenic Route 12 was in a few areas. I just wish the sun had been in a much better location in the sky that day, but we had to leave pretty early to fit everything that we wanted to do in today's schedule.
Take me to church.
Once you make your way out of the little canyon section, the landscape turns very, very lunar, and that's what this part of Capitol Reef is actually known for. This is actually right outside of Capitol Reef. It is a very, very remarkable landscape, and I really wish I had an ATV because there's tons of areas where you can take an ATV and just go explore this landscape.
So you can sharpen your knife. Offer me my deathless death, and good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me my deathless death, and good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church.
Once you get past Hanksville, you'll run into some of these hoodoo-like formations off the side of the road like you would see in the Devil's Garden or in Bryce. And then after that, this straight, super flat section, you'll actually pass by the entrance for Goblin Valley State Park along this road. And even though it's flat and boring, it was majestically beautiful the further that you went.
Take me to church. Take me to church.
We all agreed in the car that so far for the trip, our favorite road was the Utah 128 Scenic Byway, so we overshot the Moab exit and we're going to re-experience it all over again.
I've seen the world, done it all, had my cake now. Diamonds, brilliant, and Bel-Air now. A summer night, mid-July, when you and I were forever wild. The crazy days, see the light. like diamonds. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful?
If you ever come to Moab, Utah, you have to take the Utah 128 Scenic Byway. It is one of Utah's best kept secrets. Every single turn, every single corner, every single ridge that you cross, it offers you something new, and it's some of the most beautiful, breathtaking views that you will find. Now, we are on our way to Dead Horse Point. Dead Horse Point is just north of Moab, and it overlooks the Canyonlands, even though it is not officially part of the Canyonlands. It overlooks it. You'll be able to see the Schaefer Trail from the top of Dead Horse Point, the island in the sky across the way there. It is a truly magnificent point, which you're about to see. And the drive there is almost just as breathtaking as the view from the top.
Turn it magical when you see it say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told me. Turn it magical to me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds. I feel my heart beat.
Now, all the national parks that we visited, we had an America the Beautiful pass, which unfortunately do not cover any of the state parks like Dead Horse Point, Goosenecks, Goblin Valley, etc. So make sure you check to see what the fees, if any, are for any of those state parks. Most of them were between $5 and $10.
Oh, you make me feel like I'm alive again. Said I can't go on, but in this way, I'm a dream that by light of day. Gonna hold up half the sky and say, only I own it. I feel my heart.
And welcome to Dead Horse Point that overlooks the Canyonlands, and it is a breathtaking sight to see, and it's dizzying if you are afraid of heights. So this is your warning.
Like I'm alive again.
Over in the distance, you can see Utah's potash ponds that are solar evaporation ponds used to extract potash, a potassium salt vital for fertilizer.
Oh, you make me feel.
We are at Dead Horse Point State Park in Utah, and it's a sight to see. It's unbelievable. It's high up. It's really high up.
Very, very high up.
Very high up. Just absolutely gorgeous. I'm speechless. I really don't know what to say. It is absolutely gorgeous.
If you really look down it's really, really far down here.
Yeah, it is, buddy. It's why we got to be careful, isn't it?
Yep.
How's the view up there, buddy?
Whew, really good and scary. Yeah.
To put in perspective how far down that is, there's a bunch of semis down there.
Non, c'est moi qui perds, les deux vous gagnez. Moi je perds.
Wanna share it with you, with you, with you. See that?
We are now leaving Dead Horse Point and we are starving, so we're gonna head into Moab and grab a bite to eat. We didn't stay at Dead Horse Point for very long for a couple of different reasons. A, we are starving, and B, it is so hot. It's like 104 degrees today, and that's before the heat index. We're starving. One of the biggest things that we run into on road trips, especially when it's 5 or 6 people like this one, is everyone usually wants something different to eat. So I figured the best place that we could go would be a place that offered the most variety. Check this place out. Now, when you're visiting Moab, there's plenty of great places to eat, but the place that I highly recommend that you try out has the best variety in town. This is the Moab Food Truck Park, and it is the best place to go if you're looking for a bite to eat in Moab. You walk into a ton of selection. There was sushi, street tacos, quesadillas, fried chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers. About everything that you could think of, this place has it, so it's a good place to come for families and large groups. Is it good, buddy?
He said it's really good.
Little man got his favorite fried chicken. My daughter got a salad and some sushi. I got some street tacos. I got steak, chicken, and pork, and let me tell you, the food was amazing. You don't want to skip this place. Now, time for the grand finale of today's part of the trip. We are headed our way to Arches National Park, probably the most famous national park in the entire country. Out of all the national parks that we did visit in this trip, I would say that Arches definitely has probably the most interesting trip into the park. You pretty much have to do switchbacks all the way up until you get on top of the plateau where Arches sits. Each turn of the switchbacks that we make going up to the national park gets us one step closer to one of the most panoramic views of the entire national park.
The pieces in my life go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my life go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my life go away with you.
Once up the switchbacks, you'll be greeted by the Courthouse Towers section of Arches that features the Three Gossips, Sheep Rock, the Organ, and the Tower of Babel. The thing that intrigued me the most about Arches is if you look off at the distant terrain, it is so rugged that the best way to describe it is deformed. It is insane how rugged this terrain is. Our first point of interest here in Arches is the Devil's Garden. Even though we were in the Devil's Garden in Escalante just yesterday, we want to check out the Devil's Garden here at Arches. So let's go check that out. Capping off our road trip, we are in Arches National Park. And weird situation. I don't know if it's just because it's off season. It's off season right now because it's so blazing hot. It's like 98 degrees right now. We didn't have to pay to get in, which we have the America the Beautiful Pass anyway, so it's not like we had to pay to get in. But it was weird that the entrance stations were closed. I don't know if it's a off season, like super hot season thing, or just because of budget cuts, because of Doge and all that stuff. I don't know what it is, but it was weird that we didn't have to pay to get in. But either way, there's not a lot of people here, just because it is so hot. But it's a nice day. We're gonna make the best of it. Let's go. The formation of Arches National Park began with a massive underground salt bed that buckled and uplifted the overlying rock, creating vertical cracks or joints. Erosion, primarily by water freezing and thawing in the cracks, which is also known as frost wedging, wore away at the softer layers, carving these fins of sandstone. As this process continued, it created holes in the fins that gradually grew into the famous arches through the continuous weathering by the wind and rain. That means over the next few million years, these corridors of these sandstone walls will eventually become arches themselves. Stay there, bub. Cheese. Good job. My son was all about the photo ops here at Arches. He went crazy with it. It's hard to get up here.
That's why I'm trying to stick to the edge. It's more compact.
It is? Oh.
Yeah. A little easier. Yeah. I'm coming.
It's rough.
It's even easier to go backwards.
Yeah. Making my quads and calves work right now.
Yeah.
If you go backwards, it's easier on your knees.
Yeah. Even though we didn't work out for about a week, it didn't matter. We did enough hiking to make up for it.
Do this.
What?
Oh, I know. It's like, don't do that.
No, me?
No, not you, buddy. Don't be these people. Cool little area. I'd imagine me sitting on this rock, just sitting here for hours and just letting the world go by. That sounds nice. It's a cool little spot, isn't it, buddy? Mason and his fascination with cactus. That's the real deal, buddy. That's not the fake ones you see in some of the restaurants back home.
Any more cactus anywhere? More cactus! Guys, see? More cactus. Saw it? Look, more cactus.
I see it, buddy. Look at this one.
I'm gonna go back there. Where? Is it gone?
Yeah,
Can I see what it looked like? Did he take a picture?
I didn't take a picture, but
Selfie? Oh, this is really cold sand.
because it's hardly ever in the sun. This is probably where like cowboys and stuff would sleep during the day, or to find shelter when it was really hot. Just finding shelter like that would let you survive for an exponential amount of time. Yeah, we can go back. Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
Now, I'm not 100% sure if the area that we're hiking in right now is necessarily part of the trail, or at least part of the marked trail, but there were a lot of people down here and there were plenty of footsteps from people prior, so we figured it probably wasn't too big of a deal if we made our way down here and checked it out. We're kind of glad that we did, because it was much cooler in that little corner than what it was up on the main trail. With just how well camouflaged they are, it makes you wonder how many of these we passed and we just didn't see them.
Don't, Mason. Why?
Just look at this place. The scenery from every angle that you look at is just amazing. We wanted to go to the garden arch, but unfortunately we're running out of daylight and we still want to visit the double arch before we leave the park. So we are going to make our way back to the car so we can go to the double arch, but not before we peep this view of the LaSalle Mountains through the fins, the Devil's Garden. The Devil's Garden is situated in the very, very back of arches. It's even further back than the Delicate Arch. Now we're on our way to the Double Arch. If you look off to the distance to the right, you will see exactly what I mean by how rugged the far off terrain is. The double arch is located in the window section at Arches National Park, and that's important because eventually the signs for the double arch just stop. So if you don't know they're part of the windows, you'll never find it. Straight ahead is the unbalanced rock, which is one of the more interesting formations here at Arches, but now we're going to make a left and we're going to go to the windows section. One of the really cool things about making this video and taking this road trip is you all are experiencing all of this for the first time along with me and my family. Everything that we've done up to this point has almost been a teaser to what we were going to see. Arches did not disappoint. I mean, just look at it. It doesn't even look like we're on Earth. This looks like a completely different planet than what we're used to. Even though it was a slow day in the park, we did have an issue finding parking. We had to circle the lot a couple of times until we found a spot, so get here early if you can.
Even though you know I died for you. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried. Come on. Oh my God. Here I am. Once again. Pop up the world. My flow. Here I go.
Almost. Got it, buddy.
I see a picture that we haven't did yet, Daddy.
Mason, please be careful.
I see a picture that we have not done yet.
All good things must come to an end, and our time here at Arches National Park is over, but not before we are bid farewell by the most beautiful sky we've seen the entire trip. We're staying the night in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're going to begin to head that way, but of course the family asked if we could take the Utah 128 Scenic Byway back. And this time we get to see it going a whole different direction, so it's going to be a whole different experience.
came here, we were cold and we were clear, with no colors on our skin. We were light and paper thin. And when we first came here, we were cold and we were clear, with no colors on our skin, till we let the spectrum in. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we'll never be afraid again. Say my name, and every color illuminates. We are shining, and we'll never be afraid
We are officially headed east home, unfortunately. But hey, it's time to get back to reality. But the awesome thing is, at least for today, the first half of it anyway, we have a really scenic drive to get to Junction City, Kansas. Today we will spend the entirety of our drive on Interstate 70 headed east. We get to drive through Colorado, which means we get to go through Glenwood Canyon again, and this time we're going to be closer to the Colorado River. So once we get there, make sure you pay attention to what's going on to the right of the screen. You're going to see whitewater rafting and all kinds of really cool things happening right on the Colorado River. That is literally the name of that town.
What is it?
No name.
No name.
It even says it on the map. No name. No name, Colorado. Yeah, No Name, Colorado. There's a few stories about where the name came from. The most accepted one is that the state sent out questionnaires to residents for a name, and most of them wrote no name in the box. Other stories say that it was a placeholder name during the construction of I-70, or that it's named after the nearby No Name Creek and Canyon, which has its own unknown naming origin. We've arrived to my favorite section of I-70, Glenwood Canyon. Like I said, pay attention to the right and you will see all the things happening on the Colorado River. Here we are approaching the Eisenhower-Johnson Memorial Tunnel. Now, if you're going westbound, it's known as the Eisenhower Tunnel. If you're going eastbound, it's the Johnson Tunnel, but collectively, it's known as the Eisenhower-Johnson Memorial Tunnel. Also, alternatively, you could take the Loveland Pass, which crosses the Continental Divide, but it's a much more treacherous road. This way's a lot faster. You can certainly see why they refer to this section of I-70 as a marvel of modern engineering. It is crazy that they were able to pull this off in the time that they did. We thought once we were out of Colorado, the amazing scenery was pretty much over, but Kansas had a little surprise in store for us. Oh yeah, it looks like Mother Nature's gonna put on a pretty good show for us this evening. Looking at the radar, this storm system is massive. It pretty much takes up the entire center of the state of Kansas, and we got to get to Junction City. It's a long day of driving, and we really got to get there. So we really have no choice but to drive through this storm. And trigger warning, if you are photosensitive to strobing light, you might want to skip this section of the video. We actually ended up getting really lucky. We kind of skirted the southern end of the storm after it had already gone through, but there were some semi and tractor trailers that were not so lucky. There were some overturned, and this one was a pretty bad accident. Our journey home is pretty much complete. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you love this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're going to drop Season 1, January 2026, a 5-part series, so make sure you stay tuned.